Blub, blub, everybody, we're back.
Yeah. Really memorized
words
that,
to that song.
whole ditty.
So, yeah.
You'll understand in a minute when I tell you
We are
why.
joined by our incredibly hilarious friend, John, because they...
Thank you.
Specifically asked to be on this episode, and I'm like, well, I can't say no to John. So, yep, here we are. We watched Samson and Sally, and I remember watching this too, because this is from what is it called? I can't remember the name of this company, but they had a lot of like dubbed films, and. Yeah.
And it was just for kids. So like the reason why I asked to be on this episode specifically is like everybody that was born in the 80s or 90s has a collection of Disney movies and also that one weird animated movie that they don't know who made it or where it came from, but it was in their drawer, and every time they went to grandmom's house, they watched it. Samson and Sally was that for me. At my grandmother's beach house, in the drawer where our the television was that we like rented out the house to people, there was this little whale movie called Samson and Sally, and my brother and I watched it, and I'm like, I hadn't watched this one since we watched it religiously when I was a kid, and I watched it again recently for this episode. I'm like, what the fuck? I memory hold a lot of stuff from this movie.
Yeah, it's darker than it lets on.
Yeah.
I remember it being dark, but there were some things I really missed.
I'm also really happy we have a lot of news just because we don't have like any information on this film. This happens sometimes when the film is like really old and it doesn't have like a DVD release. Like, so this film was directed by Janet Hatstrup. He was an animator and writer who was known for including social themes in his works, touching on topics such as capitalism, racism, and environmentalism.
Yeah, like he did a short animated film about America, and in New York, they replaced the Statue of Liberty with the statue of Richard Nixon holding an assault rifle.
Oh, Jesus.
So he didn't hold back in his commentary.
And this film has two of those three things.
So the film was released in 1984 in Denmark, but it wouldn't be released in America until 1990, where it went straight to video. The person cut out a few scenes such as a polar bear dragging a dead seal onto a patch of ice, and a seagull defecating on a whaler.
Really? Because the version I watched had that scene still there.
The film would remain...
Yeah, the one where the polar bear dragging the dead seal, like Yeah, like I was watching the one because I only own the VHS and don't have a VHS player anymore. I had to sail the high seas for this film, and the Internet Archive has it. Apparently,
watch a lot of our films. Shout out to Internet Archive.
and that scene was there, so I'm like, well, okay, the seagull defecating on a whaler didn't happen because. Well, we'll get into that when we get there. Like the seagull does other things.
The European release of the film was uncut, but it never got a DVD release in American markets.
Yeah, I wonder why.
No.
Okay, so I just want to say before we start, this is like John mentioned, it's very, very dark, but also, let's just get into it. So, I also just want to say the voice actors in this, I kind of feel bad for them just because I don't think they were given that great of direction.
No. Oh no.
They did better than I thought they would. I was like, I thought that the acting would be milquetoast. I'm like, it's fine, but for the subject matter, it really could use like a little bit of punching up.
So it tries to be kind of goofy, and we start out, it's kind of pretty dark. Like, okay, I didn't even watch this that long ago, and I was like, how did this open? Because
would you like me to help you with that? Yeah. So the thing I remember as like it opens with the Samson, who's like a albino sperm whale, and his herd, and they were I guess the leader is either his dad or it's just the leader of the pack, is explaining to them about the iron beasts, which is what they call whaling ships, and explaining the dangers of them to Samson. But Samson believes that if he was strong enough, like Moby Dick, the famous whale from the story that he admires, like, if I just gave it a whack with my tail like Moby Dick, we'd be able to beat them. And this herd looks pretty small, so I think many have tried that, and that's why we don't see too many of them.
Yeah, and there's this Yeah, he talk about it with this high-pitched seeker with a really great voice.
Yeah.
Like,
I swore that was Tara Strong, but there's no way that's her.
I think they were trying to make the seagull sound like Huey, Dewey, and Louie, but
it kind of does.
But this, I also don't understand why the seagull's hanging out with the whales. It was really weird. And they.
Something to land on, I guess.
Meet another sperm whale by the name of Sally, and like right away it's really dark because she basically says I got separated from my herd, and she mentions that her mother was killed by whalers. And then I think
like how she tried to look for her, but all she could find was red water.
That was dark.
Yeah.
Jesus. But I will admit, I think it was pretty effective. Like, I am going to give the movie that, is like when it talks about death and stuff, I do think they actually do a pretty decent job. But then...
It does not hold back.
So, yeah, like, in this world, somehow, I think Moby Dick was, like, actually a real thing. It wasn't a book in this world. Because they tell this story of Moby Dick and Captain Ahab. And now, see, I haven't read Moby Dick. I've only seen adaptations. But it's, like... I think like the director was also, sort of trying to make a commentary about how obsession can lead humans to go down the wrong path, because that's kind of what Moby Dick is about. Ahab becomes obsessed with this legendary white whale, Moby Dick. He ends up losing his leg. He sinks 2 ships because he is so hell-bent on finding Moby Dick. But then, so then we start getting kind of weird, because now... I don't know, are sperm whales bigger than killer whales or no?
They're probably around the same size, I think.
They're like Samson and Sally is supposed to be younger, so
Oh, that's a good point.
I'm guessing no, because
Okay.
killer whales, if you heard about the horror stories from SeaWorld, then you know how dangerous they are. Like, it's literally in their name.
So they're also kind of like major dicks.
Yeah, and before
too. They are afraid of other whales. Apparently, like whales. I can't remember if it was a sperm whale or some other whale, but this like orca was basically playing with a seal, like torturing it, and this whale just came along, smashed down on it, and the orca just bolted. So. Again, but yeah, Jad's right. Samson and Sally, they're children. They're little. And these two...
Yeah, and
these
the adults are bigger.
See them, and they get really scared. I really like the music in this. I don't know what it is about this type of music. I'm just like...
Yeah, the soundtrack in this movie is a vibe.
I went to look it up. The guy who made the music went by the name Fuzzy, and I'm like, okay, that's awesome. Yeah, he was a Danish composer, but... So they go into a sunken iron giant, aka a boat, and this is... So I think they're making themselves scared, because we see a lot of really, like, weird, surreal images.
Yeah.
I think they're, like, minds were playing.
And scattered walruses.
Oh, okay, wait.
Don't forget scattered walruses.
Okay, so here's the thing, is Samson's dad or whatever comes to save them, but then... They decide to mess with a polar bear for no reason. It's like, what was the point in that? Okay. Because the polar bear wasn't... Well,
he looks friendly.
That's right. But it's like, the polar bear was just minding his business. And see, another thing is, while I do appreciate that this shows how dark and, like, scary nature can be, it's like, if this is supposed to be for kids, I understood why they took out, like, that scene with the polar bear killing the seal. But then we get to these 2 random walruses who do not have names. They just...
Nope.
And they're trying to sell them an anchor, but then all of a sudden they're like, hey, you want to see what we could do? And they start trying... Okay, they're attempting to scat. And I have nothing against these voice actors, but it's just... I heard this and I'm like, these 2 voice actors have got to be white. I am sorry. I'm sorry, but
This song, this little ditty that these walruses sing has been stuck in my brain cells since I was 5 years old, and I will carry to my grave.
Man.
Can we even really call it a song? I mean, really the only thing I remember is the because that's the only...
That melody is going to haunt me for the rest of my life.
So
I'm of 2 minds. They either didn't bother writing an English track and they just left the And then, this is either them scatting and they didn't bother translating from the Danish, or they just left the Danish one in alone.
But it's bad.
But that's not the appeal of the song. It's catchy, but it's really takes a turn by the end.
Oh, yeah.
So
well.
we get a lot of random imagery, like they go underwater, and I kind of felt...
Noah's Ark.
Yeah.
Dancing skeletons on a pirate ship, and he does pull out a random barrel of radioactive waste, accidentally spill into the water, and it...
No, not accidentally, purposefully. They did this on purpose.
God.
See, it cooks like the fish in the water. They each take a fish, they take a bite, their tusks fall out, and then they get spots. And I'm like, what the hell? That was so dark.
Well,
I mean,
yeah.
I know what happened, but it was like, this
Yeah,
was such a cute, charming little scene. Why the hell did they do that? And then, like, Samson's just like, we better get home. I'm like, Samson, what the hell?
That was the coup de grace for me. It's like they witnessed these walruses slowly, painfully die. They're like, oh man, the sun's going down. We should go home. I busted out laughing. I'm like, that is not the last thing I would say.
Is this when the oil slick happens?
I think that comes up
this
in a
is
bit.
where
Yeah.
they get chased by the whaler.
Oh, yeah, but the seagull helps them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
the
my
scene.
god. I remember thinking this scene was so funny as a kid. Mostly, and I didn't notice until I watched it again. The entire time that the seagull is taunting the whaler, it's humming "What Will You Do with the Drunken Sailor?"
But also, I just have to say, this whaler's stupid. I'm like, how on earth are you being outsmarted by a seagull? Come on, dude. Come on.
Yeah, but another thing I wanted to bring up when they showed Ahab from the Moby Dick flashback. Did anybody else get like the feeling that this was probably done by the same guys who do the Red
Oh
Bull
my
commercials?
god! I forget. Yeah, it has a similar art
It
style.
does.
Hang on, they got
That
it.
kind of sketchy.
I don't think it's possible because the distribution company in Norway that did this, or Denmark that did this, they're still around. So it's possible that, like, you know,
They do commercial
they
works, maybe.
outsourced the company to do the Red Bull. It's possible because like they still make those commercials and they still look like that.
I just found out, guys. This movie was based off a book.
Yeah, Song of the Whales by Ben
the
Haller.
official name is Kasterlotten Sang.
I wonder if the book is darker.
Because I looked at the cover of the book, they look like actual real sperm whales. So I'm like, I have a feeling the book is darker.
I'll bet in the book those walruses rot in real time.
But then, okay, so, then, oh wait, I think okay, so this is like a major pet peeve of mine now. I am a like hopeless romantic at heart, but I really hate it when it's like, okay, we've got a female character and a male character, they have to fall in love. This I felt came out of nowhere, but Samson and Sally start like having a romance. I'm not sure how old they're technically supposed to be in this.
It's never stated. Like they didn't say, they don't ever say like he's too young. Like the most of the things the adults keep saying is that he's boastful and he's not careful. They never say how young he actually is. But a later scene tells me that he's at least like teenage. Like the very end of the scene is like, oh, okay, I see how old he probably was. He was probably like 16 if
like
he was a person.
But it's like, I don't really care that the two of them have found love. I mean,
the film's named after them. I had a feeling that was
I feel
coming.
like Sally doesn't do much in this movie. Am I the only one who feels she's kind of just there?
Yeah, like, all she really does is say to Samson that that Moby Dick is just a legend and it's not real.
Yeah.
Yeah, because to be fair, that's all Samson ever wants to talk about. Plus, the other thing we haven't brought up is like he's afraid of octopus. You know, his thing that he eats.
Oh yeah.
Which also reminds me of another thing we didn't talk about. There are actually some more gruesome deaths that they did not cut from the American version. Like, the one that had me cracking up was the walrus eating the fish. He, like, smacks it over the head with a bone and then eats the skin off in real time.
God.
I lost my shit. It was so funny.
Found that to be more realistic or something? I don't know.
Like how the octopus just stripped the flesh off a fish's bones after eating it, but then it gets eaten as well by a whale.
I just thought him bludgeoning it with the bone was funny.
Okay, so then I think this is around the time where the oil spills really bad. There's like an oil spill. It's really, really bad.
Yeah, and you watch a pelican die in real time because it can't fly away.
And then
I remember that scene.
That was upsetting. But see, then what? Now, see, this is the scene I remember. Is that the herd is like, hey, okay, we gotta stay underwater. So hold your breath. We're gonna swim. We can't like go up. One of the whales decides to be a dumbass and starts going up, and the leader's like, wait, what are you doing? He's like, I need air. It's like, no, wait. And he goes up. So the oil, like the thing about what people I don't think understand about oil, the reason it like sits on the water is because of like how it's made, but it's also like it can just be all encompassing. It smothers this whale, and it even says, I'm suffocating. Oh my god. Yes, it
and then dies right there
in front of the other whales. Again, this is...
I think this is the most gruesome death of them all
just because
in the movie.
It's not just because, of what happens, but we're seeing it, but also like, holy crap. Like this is supposed to be for kids. And then I feel like for like the thing about Samson, I also feel like Samson doesn't truly understand some of the things that are happening, and I do feel like that's what happens when you're younger, because he still seems to be, he keeps we keep mentioning, he keeps talking about Moby Dick. There's a legend that Moby Dick will come back and help the whales, and for some reason he still decided, he's like, I don't want to eat octopus, and we have a scene where he like finally eats one. Which, I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if they were trying to have, like, we need something to lighten the mood. It just felt a little out of place.
Oh, but they talk
because those walruses didn't do it.
Like when they're being chased by a whale again.
Oh, my
And...
Oh,
yeah. I was getting Bambi flashbacks.
Yeah, yep. Samson got Bambied.
Yeah, like how the mother saves him. Like, she tells him to keep swimming, and then she uses herself to distract the whaler.
Yeah. He doesn't realize she's not behind him until he turns around and sees red, and I will admit, the voice actor did a good job where he yells, Mommy! Like, realizing she's dead. It's like, oh, God. I mean, I do think this was actually a...
Oh, yeah, the actor finally realized what kind of movie this was.
I think a well-done scene. And then, they have to...
Samson and Sally go... Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Samson and Sally decide to go their separate ways. Samson is hell-bent on finding Moby Dick, while Sally keeps insisting he's not real.
Again, didn't really care about the romance, and the scene just felt like, okay, who cares? I know that sounds so mean. I'm sorry, but it's just the way the relationship is written, it's not that strong. It really feels like this is more Samson's story than Sally's.
And then...
Yeah, because she's barely in the movie by this point.
And then we get a knockoff of the Under the Sea sequence with the Little Mermaid.
Okay, I'm so glad you said that, because...
How? This movie's older.
Right. I say Disney ripped them off.
Samson and Sally released in 1984. Little Mermaid was 89.
Feels like they ripped it off, or maybe they added the scene. I don't know, just because it's a bunch of like sea creatures being all happy and everything. I'm like, it just felt so bizarre and out of place. Like, the tonal whiplash in this movie is off the charts.
Yeah, it predates Little Mermaid by about 5 years. So, yes, it was weird and out of place, but ripping it off, impossible.
The other whale.
Moby Dick.
Yes.
The big humpback whale that never gets a name.
Oh, no, wait, the humpback whale. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because he has those weird teeth. That's a humpback whale.
He's much older, and once again, Samson mentions Moby Dick, and he's like,
they talk about how he resides in the city that man built,
which it turns out, I don't know when this is supposed to take place, but I think it's like kind of post-apocalyptic or something.
Yeah, that's the twist.
Yes, a later scene will tell you, give you that answer.
Again, Samson's like, Moby Dick. There's at first, I think, what was he told by a dolphin to go to where the sun sets or something?
Yeah, follow the sunset.
Which is
not a sunset.
Oh.
It's an oil slick in the ocean that caught fire.
Oh shit.
Again, this movie is not holding any punches. And like he meets a turtle. The turtle tells him, some stuff, but at the same time, she's like, "Oh, this poor idiot."
Yeah, that's the vibe. I was like, I'm gonna help him out, but you're kind of dumb, kid. And he dives down, and I think before he reaches the city that man built, he finds that humpback whale
dead,
again, but not alive.
Oh, fuck! How did I forget that?
That scene stuck with me as a kid. I was like, oh, that is a corpse.
And the thing is, he doesn't realize he's dead right away.
Yeah, but we know that he's dead because he's on the ground, his eyes are dilated, and he's covered in oil.
I'm guessing he must have maybe breathed in the oil or it got inside him somehow or something. And it's
possibly that, plus he probably got hit by a whaler, because you don't see the rest of his body. You just see like his head.
Scene, and you do feel bad just because it was such a kind elderly whale. It sucks that it died in such a in such a way. And then I think doesn't like a large octopus attack Samson, like a really big one.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
he gets attacked by a large octopus, and then it beats him in a fight. But then he is saved by a very large silhouette that looks a lot like his.
It turns out Moby Dick is real, but he's now very old and
and senile and can't fend for himself.
He does have this really, really good comment. Mankind is not vicious, mankind is stupid. Someday, man will realize what he's doing by killing everything in the sea. He is killing himself. When the sea is dead, mankind will die too.
Best line in the whole movie.
And then he asks Samson to go get him an octopus because he can't get one himself. I will admit, I do understand like why they just have Moby Dick be kind of, like, what's the word?
Rashed up.
Yeah, because it would make sense. He can't defend himself or fight like he used to. But it just felt really, what's the word I'm looking for? Unclimactic. Because then Samson just gets him an octopus and then he leaves. And we did find out that the city that man built is New York.
Yeah.
Yep, the Statue of Liberty is there. I think the whole thing with Moby Dick, like, it ties into the main theme of like, it's a mirror of the story of Moby Dick, where obsession will lead to disaster. Like, he had an obsession with Moby Dick, that he was this great person who would save the whales. Moby Dick can barely save himself. So it's like it reminds me of one of the things I came up with, like, don't meet your heroes. It's like if you put people up on a pedestal as a god, you'll be disappointed to learn that when they're just people.
Because again, like we said, Samson's been obsessed with the story of Moby Dick, and he just sort of, like, I think that's one of the reasons Samson doesn't seem to really get the dangers of the sea, is because he just assumes Moby Dick is going to save them. So this is like a wake-up call for him, because, he decides to go back to his herd.
Yeah, and I
forgot this whole thing.
And I like that they didn't explicitly say that he wasn't a hero or whatever. I like that they left it up to their interpretation. Is like, yeah, he probably was a hero, but now he's old and his golden years are gone. Like they don't explicitly say he was a fraud or anything. It's like, no, he's old now. Maybe he was a hero, maybe he wasn't. He's definitely not now.
Like, new technology, what could he possibly do? So it is a bit of a bittersweet, ending. There's also this random scene where a bunch of whalers are... Okay, so this is another thing. One of the reasons I sometimes don't like environmental messages is because I feel like they make every single human evil and corrupt and nasty, and I feel like, one, that's not fair to humanity, but two, we're also missing the point that the people who are really destroying the planet are like the 1%ers, not just these average people. And like, they're in a boat and they see a whale, they're like, oh my gosh, shoot it. I'm like, it's Samson, of course, and I'm like, Samson's not doing anything. Why the hell would you shoot him? If he was a...
So I was wondering about that too, but... So when I was a kid, I thought that was the Titanic, because it looked a lot like it. It's not. It's not the Titanic. That's the same ship that killed his mother. So that's why they immediately attacked him, because it's the same captain that's been obsessively chasing them the whole time. You don't know that because he's not in clear view during the scene. It's the same guy from earlier.
Okay. But thankfully...
Yeah, so like it's not that everybody's cruel. It is the same guy that seagull terrorized and killed his mom.
Then, thankfully, somehow Samson finds his herd finds him again. The seagull also finds him. I think the seagull also finds a mate.
Someone to tolerate that voice.
Oh God.
And then,
Oh Jesus Christ! Can you imagine the seeker doing like a pillow talk
oh God.
with that voice?
Oh God.
Oh God.
Hey baby,
And this is why everybody hates seagulls.
Maybe she's deaf. I don't know. But
I was gonna deride you for doing that voice, but Samantha Kelly says it's a good one, so I trust her word.
Then we get like a little time skip. Of course, Samson and Sally are together and they have a kid. And I think
the kid.
Yeah, and this is like decades after the story, like, cause like Samson and Sally are like old now.
Because they got like wrinkles and everything.
And he has a different voice actor, and it's much older. It might even be one that sounds similar to Moby Dick.
I'm trying to remember.
And they have a kid. The kid is almost
so like, he gets sacked by
whale. They save the kid, and it just stops there.
And
he's like, well, the guy, he repeats the thing that Samson said when he was a kid. He's like, oh, I would have given it a good whack with my tail, and I would have been over. And Samson just laughs, zooms in on them, and that's it.
Okay.
Where else do you end that?
I don't think this movie is necessarily bad. I just think the issue is, like I said, the tonal shift. That is sometimes.
I think it's unfocused.
That's an issue we have noticed a lot with some of these older films is they have problems with keeping the tone, especially animated films. And it's like, because a lot of them, like, here's the thing. I think it's really admirable that the guy who made this wanted to have a message about the environment. But as I've said, making a message about the environment can be really hard. And I felt like there were so many dark moments that you get a little desensitized to it. If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Part of me likes that juxtaposition sometimes when it's done well, because like then like the darker stuff can catch you off guard, and then the lighter stuff can bring your guard back down a little bit.
Like,
but you really have to balance that, or it just doesn't work. But I don't necessarily think this film didn't do that. It's like I could like chew the fat a little bit here and there, and I think it would have been like a damn masterpiece. But I think it's pretty. Look, out of things that you had in your drawer a VHS at your grandparents' house, this is a mile above some of the stuff I could have had.
This was a lot better than the thing we watched last time, because Star of Cottonland I felt was really boring, but Samson and Sally was like at least interesting. It kept me invested. Just I think I'm gonna give this a 3 out of 5.
Oh really?
Yeah, it's not bad. Really, I just feel like the focus, the story, and the characters are kind of weak, but it's like, if you like, underrated animated films, I would say give this a watch.
I'm going to give it a 4.
Wow.
So, okay, in spite of my issues with the narrative, which are, in the grand scheme of things, minimal, because it didn't detract from the animation's pretty great. Like, for the most part, it's pretty good. The soundtrack, I don't know, I don't know if it's because it's the vibe or it fits like the you're not sure if this is the present or it just fits like that underwater loneliness. It never gets too silly, it never gets too dark. It like the music at the very least finds that perfect balance for me, where between like being comforting and discomforting at the same time. It's hard to explain, but like somehow that music hits that for me, and it doesn't shy away from the dark stuff when it does get there. So you could do a lot worse with a movie like this, and I have seen worse. I don't think it's perfect, but I think it would be a shame if I rated it any lower.
I'll give it about a 3. It's not bad, but it's not mind-blowing, and there's some creativity and good ideas in there. It's just a little unfocused, in my opinion.
This is one of the better things we've watched. I'm also going to admit, this is one of the better things we've watched on the show.
I was gonna say I have a tracker with that, but the last thing I was on was Freight Crazy Nights.
Oh, right.
So here's how we're gonna do the news. I'm gonna go first, then it's gonna be John, then it's gonna be Jad. Sound good?
Okay.
Oh, I can see why.
All right, so we're starting off. I don't know what's going on. Maybe the Grim Reaper has a quota or something, but we unfortunately have a lot of deaths we must talk about. So, the actor who played Theo in The Cosby Show, Malcolm Jamal Warner, has died at 54. He was caught in high current water, so he ended up drowning, which really sucks. I think he was on vacation, from what I understand, in Costa Rica.
And even if it's been proven that even if you're the greatest swimmer in the world, nature's a bitch.
Some of you may remember him as Theo from The Cosby Show, but he was also on Son of Anarchy, Dexter, The Community.
Really? Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so he was able to escape the legacy of being the fictional son of him.
Him who we will not name.
And I was waiting for him to release a statement. I'm like, we don't want to hear from you.
He can just not say anything. Rest in peace, Theo. Our hearts go out to your family. All right, John.
All right, now here's where my heartbreak comes in. So my brother has a saying that celebrity deaths apparently come in threes, and I think he might have undershot it this time. Because number 2 was before we were recording today, so many more happened. Rock legend and the man credited with not only helping create, but probably founded heavy metal, Ozzy Osbourne has passed away at 73 after complications from Parkinson's disease.
Oh, God.
So, as sad as it is, and I was very sad the day that this happened, I had to remind myself of something. Historically, musicians, especially big ones, never, ever get to decide how to end their career and go out the way they want. Ozzy Osbourne has known since 2019 that he has Parkinson's and that he was going to die. He kept making albums up until 2022, and then he kept doing farewell tours until he knew for damn certain he was going to die. So it's the 24th of July when we're recording this. Right after the 4th of July, July 5th, he did one last tour in Birmingham, in the UK. He could not stand anymore because of his Parkinson's, but they built him this giant iron throne for him to sit in. He did not take his painkillers because his painkillers make him unable to sing. And he had Metallica, David Dryman from Disturbed, all these big name heavy metal acts, and they put on one hell of a show. And even though he is at 73 battling Parkinson's and in such imaginable pain, Ozzy still brung it and gave it his heart and soul. And you could tell he was fighting his body. If you look at some of the videos from the concert, he is fighting because he really wants to get up and dance. Like this dude's like a frog in a pond in his heyday during concerts. And one video stuck out to me, right at the end as he was getting ready to do one last song. If you look closely, he's jostling his legs around and he mouthed something to somebody. I thought he was yelling at somebody, but I read his lips and it looked like he said to his own body, "Let me fucking stand."
Oh, wow.
So Ozzy got to do exactly what he wanted. He wanted to do one last big concert as a goodbye to his 5 or 6 decade long career and all of his fans. And for that, I have tremendous respect, especially for the fact that Ozzy Osbourne was a notorious ally for the LGBT community, because a lot of LGBT people, myself included, find solace in the heavy metal community. Because you guys know, you hear Ozzy Osbourne, you know exactly what image is popping in your mind. Because fundamentalist Christians, he's a Satan worshiper. No, it's a stage act. He is embracing the dark demons that he fought with his battles with addiction and everything, and he's using that to fight his pain. He was a devout Christian. He said, "If I believe in the devil, I believe in God."
like one of the reasons I admired Ozzy Osbourne is that he didn't have time, I think, like for people who were like really snobbish about metal music, because for some people are like, oh, what's the only type of, he's like, yeah, whatever, and he didn't take himself too seriously. He embraced kind of like the psalms, but also I would like to mention, as you guys know, I love the Muppets. Well, people were shocked. It's like, dude, Kermit the Frog commented on Ozzy's passing. He said, "No one rocked harder than the great Ozzy Osbourne. Every time we bumped into Ozzy over the years, he made us feel just as cool as he was. We have loved having a friend like Ozzy Osbourne, and we feel so lucky to have known him, worked with him, and experienced his music for many decades." Ozzy and Kermit worked together. Well, okay, technically it was Miss Piggy and Ozzy. He teamed up with Miss Piggy to do a cover of Born to Be Wild.
No, that sounds like it was. I need to hear that. It sounds like it was fun. Because I remember recently he did a cover of Winter Wonderland with Jessica Simpson, which he was asked recently if he remembers doing that. He said no.
So rest in peace, Ozzy. Also, my heart goes out to Sharon and Kelly and his other children. I may have issues with like Sharon Osbourne, but I can't imagine how she's feeling right now.
Oh yeah, I remember Mom being glued to.
Yeah, like Sharon was. Sharon, we as much problems we have with Sharon, we got to credit her with sticking with Ozzy when everybody else left him behind with his addiction battles and everything. She was, if it weren't for her, he would have died a horrible death from God knows what a long time ago. Like Mama, I'm Coming Home is not dedicated to his mom. It's dedicated to him telling his wife he is ready to leave all this addiction behind and be the person he needs to be for his wife and his children.
So again, like I've got issues with her, but I really just cannot imagine what she's going through. She stayed with him all these years, and he still loved her. Like I think it was on The View one time, Ozzy came onto the set with a bouquet of roses for her, just unannounced.
Yep, that he did that. Well, I don't know if it was The View, but it was either The View or that other makeup. Yeah, there's like a rip-off show where there's other ones that do that, and she's on that one.
Yeah, so rest in peace, Ozzy. Thank goodness we still have your music. You're never going to be forgotten. And now...
Oh, I'm playing his music nonstop for the rest of the week.
We unfortunately lose another singer.
Yeah, sorry.
Go ahead, Jack.
Yeah, Connie Francis, singer whose hits included Pretty Little Baby, dead at 87. Oh, no.
Okay, so we got to... No, go ahead.
So we got explain who she is what you're saying?
Yeah. So like TikTok does this thing where it will take really old songs and give them new life. I'm not sure who discovered Pretty Little Baby, but it became a TikTok hit. And Connie Francis was aware of it, and she was so flattered and honored that people liked her song and were listening to it again.
I heard on the back of a lot of cat reels on Facebook.
She was 87.
Wow.
It was announced by her friend and publicist Ron Roberts. She was a top performer of the pre-Beatles era, rarely off the charts from 1957 to 64. She appealed to both young people and adults. She had more than a dozen of top 20 hits. Don't Break the Heart That Loves You and The Heart Has a Mind of Its Own, Where the Boys Are. She was only 17 when she signed a contract with MGM Records. She started in movies. So it came, we said, the song became popular again. She said, it's a cute song. I couldn't imagine it had the effect on the worldwide people. It's hard to believe. But I think it has a ring of innocence in this chaotic time, and it connects with people. Oh, great. Now I'm going to cry. Jeez.
It's a wonder I didn't cry for Ozzy, but that's not what Ozzy would want.
So, rest in peace. And thank you for giving us such a wonderful song, Miss Connie. And then...
Unfortunately...
I'm sure I'll hear it on a cat video tonight.
Unfortunately, the deaths keep rolling, because you got this, Rudy.
Chuck Mangione... Wait, when did this happen? Did this happen today?
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, it was mere minutes before the other one we're going to get to next.
A jazz musician who feels so good stormed the pop top 10s in the late 70s, dies at 84. Oh my gosh. Dude, what is happening? Why are all these musicians dying? Oh my god.
Christ.
See, I got introduced to him through King of the Hill, because there was that episode where two people were dressing up as him, and then Chuck Mangione actually shows up.
Yeah, like he was a current guest star. Like he was the official spokesperson for Megalomart, the Walmart of the show.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so he's like what Walton Goggins is for Walmart now.
Does it say how he passed? Oh, he died in his sleep. Okay, well, at least it was painless.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, like he was kind of pretty funny on Kinder Hill. Like that 2-part episode where the Megalomart blows up and Peggy Hill panics, thinking Hank says, and "Oh, please find my husband. He took this job because no one else would hire him." To which the police officer says, "Don't worry, Mrs. Mangione, we'll find your husband." Because he thought she was talking about Chuck Mangione.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
I have to wonder if Chuck Mangione is going to be in the new season because he passed after that was already done.
Didn't do it, and they said they were open to have him guest star, but that's not going to be the case.
Oh, that sucks.
No, because he was probably sick and he wasn't available.
Okay.
Man, King of the Hill's got a curse on it right now.
All right. And John, you want to take this one?
Okay, so the hits keep on coming. Deaths apparently come in fives, so my brother's not entirely correct. WWE legend, Hall of Famer Hulk Hogan passed away today at 71.
Get some things
today
right
as of when I'm recording.
Change.
So, what did you...
Look, I can't laugh too
have
hard.
for lunch?
Go ahead. So we'll explain in a minute. First, so we're gonna get into the person Hulk Hogan. We're gonna get to the person Terry Bollea as in a minute. But Hulk Hogan was like, if you even hear the word WWE or professional wrestling, Hulk Hogan's name comes to mind. He was one of the most iconic and probably the most important of the wrestlers to put professional wrestling on the map, because you couldn't go anywhere in the 80s without hearing or seeing Hulk Hogan at all. He was like their first big star, like before Andre the Giant, before Stone Cold Steve Austin, before The Rock, before John Cena. Hulk Hogan was their first big poster boy, and yeah, he was a great performer. Yep. He's a piece of shit in real life.
Screw him.
Like, he's racist. He said some slurs in the past, and he's a diehard Trumper. Like, just last year, he was at the RNC, throwing his right behind.
Yeah. So and another big thing is he was a massive union buster. So Jesse Ventura, I'm not sure if you know that name.
Unfortunately, I do.
Jesse Ventura was Jesse the Body Ventura. He was a performer in WWE back in that day, and he, along with other wrestlers, wanted to form a union to get better pay and worker protections under Vince McMahon, because they weren't happy with the conditions and pay. Unfortunately, Hulk Hogan happened to be in the room when Jesse Ventura had that discussion, and he ratted to Vince McMahon, and he fired Jesse Ventura immediately.
Crap. Oh, what?
And you know what's funny? When Vince McMahon was outed from WWE a couple years ago for reasons, Jesse Ventura came back.
Okay, so
He not as a performer though, because he's way too old. He does color commentary on certain events now.
I just want to read this quote from Andre the Giant. "I don't like to speak badly of people. I have grown up thinking and being told that if you cannot say something nice about someone, you should not say anything at all, but I must break that rule in this case because I hate Hulk Hogan very much. He is a big ugly goon, and I want to squash his face."
Would you believe me when I tell you that Andre the Giant is not Hulk Hogan's biggest hater? There was another wrestler from back in the day who hated him way more.
Is that it? Okay, because...
Yes. I am so upset that the Iron Sheik died before Hulk Hogan. I would have loved to see his reaction to Hulk Hogan dying. I was just reminded... Iron Sheik used to be active on Twitter, and almost all he would fucking post about for days on end at the age of 70, whatever he died at, he would just talk about how much he hated Hulk Hogan and wanted to beat the fuck out of him.
Sky. Everyone keeps posting him, and I found out that he really disliked Hulk Hogan, and it makes sense because the Iron Sheik was a Iranian, so I bet you anything Hulk Hogan was racist to him.
My favorite one will always be 1, 2, buckle my shoe, 3, 4, beat the fuck out of Hulk Hogan again. It doesn't even rhyme. It's just mean.
Yeah.
God, I miss Sheik.
Let's move on.
So to close out Hulk Hogan, if it makes you feel any better, remember what we were talking about with Ozzy. Ozzy's final moments that he'll be remembered for are his concert where he battled his pain and gave out one last show. How is Hulk Hogan going to be remembered in his final moments? For two things. One, his horrible speech at Trump's RNC. But the thing he'll be remembered for that happened the last time Hulk Hogan was in the public eye was for the very first episode of Monday Night Raw after they moved to Netflix in January. He came out to promote his Real American Beer brand he's doing. He was booed to the high heavens. And he was never seen again.
I'm not a wrestling fan, but I love wrestling fans. I have so much respect for them. Okay.
Oh yeah, like you will know who is liked and who is not by how
loyal.
they
that's why I appreciate them. But they're also they don't have any bigotry. They don't have any tolerance for them, and I love that. Okay.
No, WWE is a much better place after Vince McMahon was removed. Trust me, I'm watching it so much better now.
Can you read the title, and then I'm gonna talk about this a little bit because I don't think you guys. Do you guys know anything about Iron Mouse?
I know of her. I know that she was a VTuber who is chronically disabled.
Okay, so
and that's really all I know.
The title, and then I will go into a little more detail.
VTuber V Shoujo shuts down after committing fraud. I think I heard a little bit about the controversy.
Yes. So
there was
I did. I heard the beginning of it. I did not hear the rest.
I follow Mouse kind of sporadically, but Iron Mouse is the most popular Twitch streamer as of now. As John said, she is disabled. She has an autoimmune disease that makes it very hard for her to be outside, so she decided to become a VTuber. And since she is super popular, she has constantly used her voice to raise money for charity to IDF, which is the I forgot, I'm not sure what it stands for, but the Immune Deficiency Foundation. She has donated to them multiple times, and
thank God it's not the other IDF.
But, so she used to be a part of VShojo, a company that had a bunch of really talented VTubers on it. She left, and it turns out that not only has VShojo not paid her, they took money that was raised for IDF. You want to know how much it was? Yep.
$500,000.
$500,000 is just missing. Well, the guy who apparently made it, Justin, the CEO, he admitted that they used the money that they raised for charity. So yeah, they're pretty boned.
That clip from the live-action Flintstones now comes to mind. What are you doing with all that money? I'm embezzling it. Yabba dabba dabba.
Yeah. So okay. The controversy erupted when Mouse revealed that the $500K raised for the Immune Deficiency Foundation was never delivered. Soon after, other VTubers under VShojo came forward, claiming they had gone unpaid for months. Within 24 hours, all affiliate cut ties with the agency, sparking a mass exodus. So this company is basically dead in the water because, so here's the thing. Nobody cares. Company loyalty is not a thing anymore. It used to be, but people don't care about companies. And that goes double for when it comes to VTubers. I don't care about VShojo. I care about Iron Mouse because she's the one I'm watching. And the thing is, Mouse then decided to raise even more money. They raised $1 million in a day for IDF. Wow. She's gonna be fine, but it's it's not just the fact that they did it with her. Other VTubers also reported not getting paid. So this entire thing is complete and total bullshit. I am so glad that this was revealed because as someone who once didn't get paid for an extremely long time because something was up with the new place I was working with, I don't take people not getting paid, but also it's just really shitty that if you do work and then all of a sudden the company you're working for is we're not going to pay you. That's scummy.
Terrible. But the company's now defunct after that, so good.
This is why you have to treat your talent and the people working for you with respect. All right,
because the moment you screw them, they're gone.
Okay, who's next?
I talked a lot, so somebody other than me.
You want to go, Jad?
Again? Okay, let's see. Red Sonja gets a new trailer. Okay, I haven't heard about this new movie yet.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Isn't that this Red Sonja is the spinoff from Conan the Barbarian,
Red
right?
Sonja movie. And it kind of looks like
I'm looking at the trailer
I didn't either.
right now, and
it looks much
it looks
darker.
bloody.
It looks much darker
Yeah,
than that.
it's the Red Brand trailer.
I actually like...
The electric metal guitar's out of place, though. Like, this is supposed to be, yeah, I'm watching the trailer, and it's, like, supposed to be in, like, a primitive medieval society, right?
I think so.
Yeah, but they probably want to emulate, like, you know, what it felt like when the comics were coming out. Like, it came out during, like, the 80s hair metal. Like, you know, like, 80s albums, like, had, like, high fantasy stuff on the cover, so it's probably trying to emulate that.
Kick their ass, Sonya. Get him, boo-boo.
Yeah.
Yes! Stab him.
Yeah, definitely.
It looks like it might be
blood.
fun. Yeah, it looks like it might be pretty fun.
Because I don't think she's... Hang on, when was that last Red Sonja movie? That was a long time ago.
I haven't thought about that one since I still watched That Guy with the Glasses.
Oh, yeah.
That was like, what, the 80s, 90s?
Probably the...
1985, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah, right around where our subject of our episode was.
Yeah. So, I'm actually, interested in this. I'm always down for badass female characters. And it looks like, she's kicking ass. I also don't know who this like woman with the white hair is, but I'm into it.
We'll know it's a good movie when the critical drinker complains about it.
Ooh, Minotaur,
I can get the next one because this one's a bit closer to my interests. Okay, so a while back, Nintendo announced that they're going to be doing a live-action Legend of Zelda movie, which, interesting, the Mario one was animated, and we're getting a sequel to that one. But Zelda's getting a live-action one. And they finally announced the cast of who are going to be playing Link and Princess Zelda. And I think I speak for everybody online when I say, thank God they're unknowns.
Thank God, yeah.
Because I was so sick to death of like, oh, it should be Tom Holland. Oh, it should be Scarlett Johansson. No, Tom Holland. No,
That's to Scarlett Johansson, not Tom Holland.
No. I was gonna say like, I don't think there were people clamoring for Scarlett Johansson as Zelda, but there probably were at least some. But the one I kept seeing was Tom Holland for Link. I'm like, no, he already ruined Uncharted. No.
He also was too.
He was a bad fit for Uncharted.
With Spider-Man, so I don't even think he would have the time to, I don't think he would have the time to do both Zelda and like at Marvel films. That's a lot.
Yeah, so at least it wouldn't be a competing issue because Sony is apparently doing the distribution for this.
Okay.
So Zelda is being played by Bragacin's son, and Link is being played by Benjamin Evan Ainsworth. So, it's San because
Miyamoto
this is a quote from Miyamoto.
Yeah.
Right, of course. So obviously they were picked because they looked the part and they could do the part. I really have to wonder though, is Benjamin going to open his mouth at any point?
That's a good question.
And Miyamoto also says the film will be premiering on May 7th of 2027.
And we're not saying...
Okay, Miyamoto, are you
Miyamoto-san,
are you listening? Miyamoto-san, come here. Keith David for Ganondorf.
Oh,
wow.
My God, yes. Dude, that would be perfect. But also...
He can do the voice, and he can look it.
I'm just gonna say, I do agree that it is a good thing that they chose some unknowns, but also, like, looking at them, like, I can see Bo being Princess Zelda. I can see it.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see the ears. I wonder if they're going to do, like, try to adapt one of the stories of the games, or if they're going to just do, like, a whole new thing.
I mean, they could adapt the story. I mean, they would have to, unfortunately, take out a lot of stuff, but I think that would probably maybe be the better route to go, just because I feel like writing an original story for Zelda would be sort of a big undertaking, just because it's got a lot of lore and a lot of characters.
Well, so every iteration of Zelda is, like, it's always, like, Link is the hero with the Triforce of courage. Zelda is the Triforce of wisdom, is the princess, and Ganon or some form of evil is the Triforce of power. The rest is it doesn't matter. Run with something. So they I think the smart move would be do an original thing, have some things that echo the other games, because literally every other game does that in their own way. So just do that.
Okay, and would you want to get the next one? It's been a while
Yes.
since you had got one.
All right. I saw this. The teaser trailer for Hoppers has been revealed. I'm actually pretty excited for this. This looks like fun.
And not to
I did not
mention
get around to
who's
seeing this
writing
one.
and directed it.
The
Daniel Chong, the
Yay.
creator of We Bare Bears.
Oh, well, I've never seen that show, so I'm assuming that's a good thing.
Oh yeah, it's great.
Oh yeah, We Bare Bears is fantastic. It is so cute and funny.
I only know that Toby Fox did a guest voice on We Baby
Yes.
Bears.
All right, so this is gonna be it's a film about this girl who like places her consciousness into, I think it's a robotic beaver, so she can try to help them. So yeah, I'm really excited.
Yeah.
It looks cute.
Avatar, but beavers.
Basically, yeah.
Yep, that's a joke in the movie. The scientists insist it's nothing like Avatar.
Except it is.
And people who complain about Pixar having the same art style recently, show them this, it will set them up.
Oh yeah, they're.
No, it won't.
So I'm excited for that. And then what's next? Oh, Jad, do you want to talk about this? Because you're a fan of his.
Okay. Oh yeah, this shocked me. Like, CBS is ending the Late Show with Stephen Colbert next year. Like, they're not getting another host or nothing. They just ended the Late Show altogether.
Boo.
And cowards.
While Paramount insists this was a financial decision because TV ratings were
Bullshit!
Yeah.
Excuse me, I had to sneeze.
This came just 3 days after Colbert criticized the parent company Paramount for paying $60 million to settle Trump's 60 Minutes lawsuit.
Totally a coincidence.
Yeah, and Trump's been bragging about it, and people aren't happy. Like, the governor of New York says that it will cost jobs and lose the state millions in revenue.
Yeah, because like imagine all the tourists that go to the Late Show tapings, and like all the writers that work. That look, I'm of the opinion that Stephen Colbert was funnier when he was doing his Fox News caricature on the Daily Show, because in my personal opinion, I think Stephen Colbert is just like the avatar of like Orange Man bad humor. That being said, a lot of people, and present company included, seem to enjoy that. And also, I'm a firm believer in the First fucking Amendment. This is cowardly on CBS.
Definitely. So, because of that, Colbert's been taking the gloves off recently.
John Oliver was asked at an event, I can't wait to see what he does the last 10 months. And that's exactly what you do. It's like, well, I'm being fired anyway.
Didn't think this through.
Come at me,
like,
bitch.
This is one of the reasons, it's like, people, I used to think it's like, the people in charge of this stuff have to be smart, but no. They really just didn't see this through, like, at all.
I saw one clip where, like, at post a cancellation announcement, Stephen Colbert was responding to Trump's being happy that he died. It's like, allow me to be eloquent for just a moment. Go fuck yourself. And I'm like, I might start watching now.
Yeah, it's just, it's frustrating, especially with like how things have been going right now. It's just been really exhausting and super frustrating. But the
good news is this is somehow not the funniest thing that a employee of Paramount has done in response to Trump's behavior regarding Paramount.
But
yes, I'm just saying this is like number 2 or 3 compared to what happened last night.
So rated R. So next up we have Jad. You want to take this one because you love Mortal Kombat?
Oh yeah, the official Red Brand trailer for Mortal Kombat 2, the sequel to the Mortal Kombat reboot that was released during the pandemic.
Yeah, and I thought that movie was kind of okay. It's like the problem with that movie was, while it was leagues better than those campy shit shows from the 90s, my problem with that movie, it felt like a PG-13 Mortal Kombat up until you get to the kills, and it's like, so it looks like they filmed a PG-13 movie and then got the green light to do gore later, so they filmed them later. I wish I was exaggerating. It feels like that when you watch the original movie. Also, the main character sucks. I hope he's with the first death in the second movie. He have you seen the first Mortal
Not
Kombat?
yet.
Oh, you'll see. He's not bad, but compared to the other personalities that are in this franchise, he's boring.
Yeah, definitely. And at least we got Johnny Cage, who is very much Cage. To promote this movie, they set up a fake IMDb profile for the character. Because he's an actor in the Mortal Kombat series.
That's smart. Although, personally, I wish that Johnny Cage was played by The Miz, because it would have been perfect for Johnny Cage, because they're both arrogant, smart-ass talents. Mm-hmm. But I'm willing to see what Carl Urban does with it.
Baraka looks awesome.
I did see briefly the character posters. Baraka did look good. I hope the CG in the actual film looks good, though. The poster's one thing. I need to see it in motion.
Ooh, Sindel's gonna be in it. And
yeah, they got a big cast. I can't wait to see most of them die.
Big guns. Shao Kahn is the main villain.
Yeah, I think they teased him at the end of the first one, if I'm not mistaken. I remember watching it, remember when HBO Max was doing, it's in theaters, but you could also watch it at home for a month? That's when I watched it.
Yes.
Yeah. Ooh. See, Noob Saibot.
So I was originally not really into Mortal Kombat, but since Jad's so into it, I've kind of got into it.
Yeah, because the icing on the cake, Mortal Kombat also has some great characters and deep lore to it as well.
All right.
Well, before this comes out, maybe the three of us should watch the... Oh, okay, so you guys were watching the trailer. Baraka looks a lot better than I thought he would. Mm-hmm. Okay, we should watch the original before this comes out.
Okay, so who wants to take this one?
John?
I didn't actually watch this one, so that would be a no fit for me. I'll get the one
sure?
after.
Because I'm watching
watch
it
right now.
Yeah,
watch it now.
Okay, Gendy Tartakovsky's Fixed finally came out, and based on what I heard, a lot of people do not like it.
Apparently, this was a dream project for Tartakovsky. This, along with Primer, were projects he was trying to get off the ground. Are you watching the trailer right now?
Yeah, and I'm like, okay, this might not be for me.
Yeah, people are comparing it unfavorably to Sausage Party.
It might be favorably. I'm willing to give it a chance, but I can see where they're coming from. The animation looks good, but the humor does nothing for me.
It can't be worse than a Ren Stimpy Adult Party reboot.
No, you can't. Because that was bad animation too.
I mean, the animation's nice. Oh my god!
Yeah.
Oh, you saw it got to the part where the rats were biting his balls?
No, it was the squirrel.
Yeah, I saw that. Oh.
Yeah, get ready for a lot of balls and buttholes in this movie. Oh god, I remember there were some right-wingers on Twitter saying that Hollywood is going to use this to groom our children or some dumb bullshit. It's R-rated, you dumb motherfuckers.
It's bait. Rated. Don't take the bait. Take the bait. They're trying to engage hatred out of you. Don't just ignore them.
Not sure about that one, but okay. Our friend's gonna be excited for this.
Some good news for John and Luffy.
Invisible gets early season 5 renewal at Prime Video.
And this is before season 4 premiere. Apparently the voice recording the voices for season 4 right now.
Well, duh. I mean, Amazon likes money.
Mm-hmm. And Invincible.
Yeah, not to spoil our upcoming podcast, but Invincible might still be my number one show again.
Yeah, I was surprised to find out that Seth Rogen was the executive producer for this show. Really? Seth Rogen is responsible for adapting this?
For producing it. So he basically just financed it.
Yeah, I know it's not the first comic book adaptation he produced. He also did Preacher and The Boys as well.
Oh, yeah, and didn't he do the Green... what was it, the Green Hornet? Or did he just star in that?
I think he just starred in that.
He starred in that, and that was the worst thing of his I ever watched.
Okay, yeah, so... I still haven't watched Invincible, but I only because our friend Luffy and John like it. It's another thing where it's when they talk about it, it's you know what? I think I'm gonna give it a try. I just haven't gotten gotten around to it. But like when my friends,
Prince Luffy's. Yeah, sorry.
when my friends really love something, it'll be like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna at least give this a chance because they like it so much, and my friends have excellent taste, so I trust their judgment. So.
Yeah, Prince Luffy's recommendation on their first episode when they were with you guys was what got me to start watching. And I told them on the last episode,
awesome.
I was like, yeah, like sometimes like I'm like, wow. Sometimes my friend's recommendation is like, okay. Most of the time I'm like, guys, I got too much on my plate. Please stop recommending me stuff. But when I hear enough people, I'm like, then I'll go, all right.
Yeah. But again, like I just trust my friends, like their taste a lot more than some other people's, of course. But we have some really fantastic news. See what I did there? So,
yeah.
Fantastic
At least
Four
it gets one.
and Herbie meet and greet coming this week to Disneyland Park. So first off, I gotta say the outfit for the Thing looks fantastic. It looks phenomenal.
Aha! I see what you did there.
But I'm really excited because Herbie, the little robot, also is going to be part of the meet and greet. I have a soft spot for little robots. So
yeah, he's adorable.
he looks so cute. So apparently, they're going to be in Tomorrowland, and they have plans to have the characters appear at Disneyland Paris and the Hong Kong Disneyland at Resort. So it seems like each of the Fantastic Four will meet individually in a dedicated space outside Tomorrowland near Space Mountain, which makes sense. And it seems like right now the only characters they have at the Hong Kong Disney Resort are the Thing and the Invisible Woman. There's a little video. That is loud.
And on top of that, they also got like some souvenirs, like the Thing and Mr. Fantastic exhibits and straws. Looks a lot better than the straw they got in some of the Regal cinemas, so I'll tell you that.
I'm so excited.
They didn't learn from the Buzz Lightyear one.
Hopefully I'm gonna see Superman this weekend, and then next weekend I'm gonna see Fantastic Four, because I'm actually genuinely excited about both of those movies. So, yeah.
I'm seeing Fantastic Four in about 3 hours.
Oh, neat.
Speaking about Superman, who wants to take this one?
Guys, I don't understand. I thought if you go woke, you go broke. But Superman's dominating the box office. I knew
this was
Really,
going
though,
to happen. I knew it was going to be good, and people were going to start eating crow. But yeah, it surpassed 4 million globally. And for a lot of people, They say this has been like the best Superman movie in years, which I truly believe, just because. What was the last one? Was it
the last good Superman movie?
Sorry.
The last Superman movie we got at all. Well, if you want to get technical, it was the Zack Snyder's Justice League, but Superman Solo, Man of Steel, and what a pile of shit that movie is.
This Superman already broke records at the box office for the franchise. Like, the only other DC films that had a bigger opening, this one was all Batman movies.
Yeah, so it's good. It's good that Superman's starting to become a household name again. Which the reason why it's not doing so well internationally, James Gunn has said that Superman's not as much of a household name across the world right now. Plus, there's a big amount of anti-American sentiment happening right about now, and Superman kind of is a symbol for America, so it's to be expected.
So that's another thing Trump ruined.
of course.
But my overall point is, in spite of that, it's still doing pretty good. Yeah. It could be had certain things gone differently, it'd be doing even better. But it's still doing pretty great. Not a bad start for the DCU.
See, also, my thing is I just don't understand why some people didn't have faith in James Gunn, just because he doesn't really have a bad track record, and.
Zack Snyder's fans are a cult.
Yeah,
that's
they
why.
are. And it's weird because they act like Snyder and James Gunn hate each other. They don't. They know each other. They're like they're what's the word? I don't want to say. Is it? I guess you would call them maybe coworkers. Is that the?
I mean, they're colleagues.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
But they're treating the whole thing like the fucking console war. It's like, no, guys. First of all, that shit's long over by now.
But here's the
Stop propping up corporations and people as gods.
Zack Snyder, I just don't think wants to make superhero movies anymore, and that is totally fine if he doesn't want to do that. And
yeah, he wants to rip off Star Wars now instead.
oh gosh, so like here's the thing: Zack Snyder is still making movies. It's not like he's stopped, but also I mentioned this a while ago, but unfortunately, one of his children, I'm pretty sure it was his daughter, she took her own life while he was working on the Justice League movie, I think.
That's exactly right, because that's why Joss Whedon took over as director, because he couldn't. Well, how could you finish work on a movie when your daughter commits suicide?
And like,
how could you do anything?
Exactly. So my thing is like, he probably just doesn't want to return to this because it has a lot of really sad memories for him. So it's like, it really bothers me when people's like, he needs to return. It's like, I don't think he wants to. He lost his daughter while working on some of these films. It would just be such a traumatic experience for him. Just leave him alone. Like, here's the thing. I don't love all of Zack Snyder's film, but he himself seems like a fine guy. Just leave him alone, for the love of God.
Yeah, just let the Snyderverse happened. It didn't take off, and just move on.
Dead.
It's done.
All right, so I'm going to talk about this just because originally I sort of was rolling my eyes. But guys, Rooty is a slut for cute things. She is also a slut for blind boxes. And while I kind of feel like Stitch is becoming a little over-marketed, I kind of sort of want these. Stitch Marvel blind boxes have been announced, and holy crap, they're so cute! I want the
I know.
one!
They look great. Like, you got Stitch as Black Panther, Stitch as Doctor Strange.
I'm trying to save money. Why did you do this to me?
They look
Was it
cute.
you that put it in here?
They look cute.
They're so adorable. Oh my god.
I bet you want the Stitch as Loki figurine.
Oh, well, duh.
Like, he's got a pineapple skewered on the horn on the helmet, too.
Oh, the Captain America one is so cute, too.
Definitely.
God.
How do they not have one of him as the Hulk?
I'm not immune to propaganda. God damn it. See,
Yeah,
like, I love Stitch.
Too.
I think he's a great character, but I feel like he's becoming a little oversaturated just because there's so much merchandise of him now.
That's because the remake is
the way
out.
I see it, it's always been that way. We just notice it more now.
So it's a little more. I don't think it's as bad as when Olaf was like everywhere. But see, I mentioned Build-A-Bear. Build-A-Bear has the Disney license. They have at least 8 different Stitch plushies now, and I just feel like the very first Stitch plushie they made is really cute. Like, my boss at the time, who also had worked at the Disney store, said it was better than the Disney store plushie of Stitch. But it's like, I don't know. Again, I'm not immune to propaganda. I'm gonna probably buy a few of these. But
I know Rich is gonna try to get these.
Oh yeah, because our friend Rich loves Lilo and Stitch. It's like his favorite Disney movie.
Yeah, I don't blame him.
Okay, so who wants to do this next one?
Let's see.
So I guess I can go for this one, unless Austin, you want this one?
Okay. Paramount inks a $1.5 billion deal for the streaming rights to South Park.
Okay.
Like, they produce 10 new episodes every year for the next 5 years, and paid Trey Parker and Matt Stone $300 million per year.
Damn.
Yeah, like, holy crap. Like,
This will be on a consistent schedule again.
Yeah, because, for those who don't know, Paramount doesn't exactly own the rights to South Park. Trey Parker and Matt Stone do, mainly because...
Which is good.
Paramount didn't have much faith in the series when they first greenlit it, and then it, of course, blew up into this big pop culture phenomenon.
A legitimate franchise, yeah.
Yeah, Parker and Stone have no doubt made a lot of money off of it, and then have been protective of it. Like, they also, it's why South Park was on HBO Max for a while, because Warner Brothers made a better deal.
Mm-hmm. And also, Paramount didn't have a streaming service yet.
Yeah, at the time they didn't have their streaming service, but like,
yeah.
It is a good thing that Matt and Trey still own like the rights to South Park.
Yeah, because if Paramount tries to screw them, they'll take South Park with them.
Yep.
Yeah, and then when the streaming rights were about to expire, they were in the middle of negotiating with other streaming services. But then in came Skydance, acquiring Paramount and basically started hardballing Parker and Stone over the streaming rights. And because of that, the premiere of the new season was delayed by 2 weeks, with Parker and Stone being very critical of it, describing it much as, and I quote, a complete shit show.
Yeah, unfortunately, as of 4 minutes ago, the shit show happened.
And just one day after this big deal was announced, you got this, John.
So, I should never, ever underestimate South Park's ability to really let you have it when they want you to have it. So, I remember back when I was a little kid, South Park had this weird storyline where there was a Canadian Saddam Hussein who was in a relationship with Satan, a sexual one, and apparently that's Trump now. He talks exactly like Saddam Hussein, and he climbs into bed with Satan in the White House. And guys, if I'm running for president and my first executive order, everybody that makes fun of Trump, stop doing his voice, do that voice instead.
Okay, so...
Hey, relax, guy.
Okay, so... I don't hate South Park. It's one of those things where I'll watch it. I'm not like the biggest fan, but the thing is, I do respect Trey and Mark, and my respect for them has just gone through the roof because, dude, this has pissed off the White House that they've made an actual statement about South Park, and they're like saying.
And now I'll listen to the most shocking part of this episode about Trump.
Wait, what was the most shocking part?
Should I tell you?
Tell us.
Okay, so they did a deep fake video of Trump walking through along the Mexican border, and they were saying Trump will walk miles for the American people, but because he's so old and fat, he started stripping off all his clothes and laying naked on the floor. And the camera just zooms in on Donald Trump's micro penis, where the head, in a high-pitched voice, the head on his penis went, "I'm Donald Trump and I approve of this message."
Oh my god!
And because of that, I am tempted to nominate Donald Trump's penis for the foulest creature at the Super Awards round this year.
No!
Oh my, I got a second.
And it ends with a tagline, Donald Trump. His penis might be small, but his heart is big.
Dude, because of this, I have a distinct feeling we're now going to see Donald Trump trying to go to war with the South Park creators, and it's going to be fucking hilarious. Mm-hmm. Oh my god.
Yeah, because they don't hold their punches.
I freaking love content creators. I love people who make animation, who make any types of art, and I love it when they're anti-Trump. Oh my god. I'm also
if Trump tries to fight the guys at South Park, he's bringing a knife to a nuclear facility.
Well, it's not just like the fans of South Park. It's just people who, it's freedom of speech. They can say this. He doesn't have to listen. He can just ignore them. But he has such a frail ego, he can't.
Trump picking a fight with Matt and Trey Parker is literally the hydrogen bomb versus the coughing baby
coughing
meme.
Baby, yes. Okay, so let's get back on track. Hang on. I was laughing so hard I was crying. Okay. I also just gonna say, I doubt we have any, MAGA people following us, but, this is,
If you do, get out.
Why would you be listening to... Yes, please. Okay.
Yeah,
so,
fuck off.
Magic of Disney Animation returning to Disney Hollywood Studios, an all-new attraction. So this is replacing the Star Wars launch play at Disney Hollywood Studios. It originally was opened in 1989, but then it was closed in 2015.
Yeah, I actually went to this.
Yeah, there used to be an actual animation studio at Disney Hollywood Studios, the Florida unit it was called, where they animated Lilo and Stitch, Mulan, and Brother Bear.
Some of my professors were employed at that facility, including my late faculty advisor / animation professor, Troy Gustafson, who also worked on several Disney animations. They were employed at that facility.
Okay, so I really like the picture that they made for this. It's got a bunch of Disney characters. You have Quasimodo on top of Mickey's hat releasing a bird. You have Moana. You have Baymax holding Gus and Jacques. Mulan has Cricky, and Jiminy Cricket is like reaching out a hand to him. Dopey is holding up Chip, and Dopey is on the shoulders of Baloo. The Mad Hatter has Flounder jumping out of his hat, and Tiana looks like shocked. Stitch is holding up Mushu, and it's such an adorable little picture, and it just warms my heart.
So
have you noticed there are like almost no recent characters on here? Have you noticed?
Let's see. I think the most recent one is that one dragon from that
Raya and the Last Dragon.
Disney. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't see anyone from Dream Strange World. Yeah.
I'm surprised there's no Encanto thing on here. That should at least be on here.
So this was.
But Encanto's kind of its own dedicated section at Animal Kingdom.
Oh yeah,
that explains that then.
So this iteration of the Magical Disney animation will be taking inspiration from the short Once Upon a Studio.
Oh my God, great!
To celebrate the 100th anniversary here of the show. So not only are they returning the show on that demonstrates how to draw these characters, but also a bunch of new experiences based on how animation is made, including for the kids a playground themed after Alice in Wonderland, where they can explore giant gardens and a mad tea party.
How fun!
I have a better idea. Just recreate the Wonderland level from Kingdom Hearts 1.
Oh no!
Okay, but also this makes me happy just because a lot of people have been worried. It's like, oh, animation is dying. This could sort of like get kids excited about art again. So this is this is really great news. I have high hopes for this. And let me see. I also have high hopes for this. Do you guys want me to read it, or do you want to read it?
You're the big FNAF one, okay. So all you.
Five Nights at Freddy's 2 has an official trailer.
And it's actually scary.
So it looks.
So this is drawn inspiration from 2 and maybe a little bit of 3.
Well, Springtrap was an element from 3, so that's a recurring element now. So
Balloon Boy.
Oh,
fuck God. Balloon Boy.
All my homies say Balloon Boy.
I named him Phallus Creature before anybody else.
Oh yeah.
I hope this franchise is successful enough that they get to 4. 4 was the one that legitimately terrified me. Like, don't get me wrong.
Yeah, 4's pretty scary.
1 and 2 were terrifying. I was very disappointed that the movie was not all that scary. I have higher hopes for this one. 3, the game was kind of like, I'm trying to find the word. Like, it was like really melancholy because it was like supposedly the end of the franchise. But then 4 was based on a legitimate fear I had as a kid. I'm like, uh-oh.
But also, the characters just look a lot more terrifying, I think, in 4.
Yeah, I hope they...
I'm kind of wondering... Go ahead.
I hope they listen to my criticism. Like, I really think the red eye thing was stupid in the first movie. Because like, part of the appeal of these of Five Nights at Freddy's and the animatronics is, like, these are animatronics from a kid's restaurant, and you can never tell until it's way too late what they're going to do. And I think the red eye thing removed that for me. I didn't have a problem so much with like the kid befriending the animatronics because that was a major theme in it. I think the red eye thing took it away from me. But it looks like they're doing away with that because that was the part of the suspense for me. It's like, okay, are they friendly or is he gonna eat me? I can't tell until it's too late. But the red eye thing's suspense gone. Although one of the deaths in the first one did crack me up.
Is that the one where the guy gets bitten in half?
Yes.
The flashlight.
I hope the puppet's in this.
I mean, they've been teasing it with the music box and the big gift box.
Good.
Oh, yes. I'm so excited. December 5th. Yeah.
Now, can we get Markiplier to cameo in this one instead of fucking the Game Theory?
Yeah, they tried to, but scheduling conflicts for the first one.
Well, I mean, like for this,
he was supposed to be the security guard in the opening.
Yeah, but for this one, can we get Markiplier?
Yeah, he's hoping.
Yeah, because I hate the Game Theory guy. Fuck him.
And I know you guys aren't going to be too happy about this one, though. Hazbin Hotel Season 2 premieres October 29th.
Well, this is a fun episode. Thanks for having me on, guys.
Yeah, actually, I gotta go do something.
Show's all yours, Austin.
Talk about this one, yeah.
Okay, so, they've been... it confirmed that the Thieves are going to be the main villains in this season. And on the ride home from the theaters, I just found out that the lead singer for Fall Out Boy will be voicing an Abel in the new season.
Immediate turn off. I hate Fall Out Boy.
Okay, was that
Wow.
supposed to make me more interested?
What? Rooty, this is why you're my friend.
God.
Okay, so...
Okay, so you're not going to be happy about this one either. All the uncut and uncensored episodes of Hell of a Boss coming to Prime Video September.
Oh, did they add the parts where it was... No, what am I saying? I never watched that. That's not fair.
What
And-
what happened? I'm sorry, I fell asleep.
Yeah, all episodes of Hell of a Boss coming to Prime Video uncut and uncensored. Mainly because of YouTube's changing their policy guidelines on what's suitable for advertising. And that, and also, they also drop a new episode that same day as well.
So just what you're saying is annoying people are going to get even more annoying.
Yeah.
It's true! Chad, you're the only sane Hell of a Boss fan I know. I'm sorry.
Wow, that's actually really sad.
I know. People, like, here's the thing. I cannot stand the Helliverse, but I'm still friends with Jad because, one, our friendship is not that fragile, and two, he's not a dick.
Yeah.
Anyways, okay, which one of you added this?
I demanded this one had to be added, so I'm going to go for it. So, did you know about the Naked Gun reboot with Liam Neeson as replacing Leslie Nielsen? Because Leslie Nielsen died like a couple decades ago.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the things that they're doing to market the film is they open an OnlyFans page, and the only thing on the OnlyFans page is like dirty captions, but it's just double entendres, like, oh, think you can handle my big load, and it's a picture of a load of laundry. And then there's another one that's like says, spreading just for you, and it's a knife and toast with jelly.
Okay.
Oh, God.
This is for our dear friend Rich. This is for him. He's a big fan of the Naked Gun franchise, but he is the pun aficionado, as he is self-proclaimed.
Yes.
This is for him.
This was made, like, specifically for Rich, just because, like we said, he's the pun master, but also just, he's a very funny guy in general, so I knew he would have find this hilarious, but also, see, I was a little on the fence just because I love the first Naked Gun movie. It's hilarious.
Yep.
It is one of the most perfect comedy films ever. Leslie Nielsen was freaking funny.
He's the master of deadpan.
Yeah, and here's the thing, it's just like there's not a lot of spoof comedies anymore, so when I heard, I'm like, oh, can Liam Neeson be funny? But
He can.
the advertising I have seen for this movie has made me want to see it, because not only this, they also made fun of, like, AI, because they posted a poster where Liam Neeson has, like, 7 fingers or something?
Yes. I think he had like 14.
Yes, and I think also, like, Pamela Anderson is gonna be in this, and I have been really living for Pamela Anderson's new, like, kind of rebirth, where she's just like, you know what, I am not here for the gaze of men, I am here for myself. She looks so happy. I am happy for her, so I am genuinely excited for this. I want more spoof movies. I miss spoof movies. They're funny.
I also love that this is poking fun that it's a legacy movie, because like every single member of the police squad is like the descendant of one of the characters from the movie that died, and they are still poking fun at OJ's character even after he's dead.
Yeah, they've been like at the morning the fathers. They took down the portrait of OJ's character.
Yeah, and like his character's son, he just like nods his head and just walks away.
Yeah, that's funny. Okay, but also, like, I can't remember which. I think it's in the first, like, Naked Gun. Like, the people who directed these movies, they were smart, because, like, they even referenced what is it? Battleship, was it Battleship Potemkin? But they made it like really funny, so it's like I appreciate these movies for being very clever and funny. So I cannot wait to see this movie.
Yeah.
So
I'm on the fence. I really want this to be good. I'm kind of on like legacy sequels, but it's Naked Gun. Plus, tying this back again to wrestling, one of my favorite wrestlers, Cody Rhodes, is a cameo in the movie too. Oh, wow. In the trailer, you know the guy that at the bartender that Liam Neeson's smacking his head against the table and his face keeps changing? That's Cody Rhodes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I'm glad that I'm noticing more and more wrestlers as I started watching again. So I was like, oh, Cody Rhodes, and he's getting his face smashed in. Well, he's built for it.
Wow.
Okay,
so now it's time for recommendations.
All right.
We're going to let our guests go first.
Okay, so my number one recommendation right now is a game called Clair Obscur Expedition 33. So my timeline over the spring was blowing up about this game, and I'm like, what the hell is Clair Obscur Expedition 33? Well, it's an RPG. It's a turn-based RPG developed by a small team in France that has never made a game before called Sandfall Interactive, and they're comprised of about 30 people with like a couple of subcontractors who worked on the game, and apparently it's incredible. So the story behind it is it takes place in a fictionalized version of France where there's this monster called the Paintress, and every year they paint on the tree a number that goes down sequentially every year, and whoever is at that age or older suddenly dies, and it's a ritual that happens every year. And that's at that same time, there is an expedition of people who did not pass away where they suit up and they try to go to the island that the Paintress is at to try and kill her and end the cycle of death. And this is Expedition 33 because the number has now reached 33. This whole ritual has been going on for decades at this point. It started at 100.
3 decades. Oh my god.
No, several decades. It's been like in the game. It's been going for 67 years, and you're playing as you were playing as like the 68th expedition, Expedition 33. So you play as Gustav, who is played by MCU Daredevil Charlie Cox, and him and his expedition. They go to the Paintress's island to try and fight the Paintress, but they get his entire expedition, save a couple of people, get bodied by this one guy named Renoir, who's played by Andy Serkis. Yeah, Andy Serkis is in this game.
Wow.
So I've only played a couple of hours in, but the story is fascinating. The music is incredible for a small team. Like, this composer composed their whole fucking pussy off. It is such great music. And also, it's a turn-based RPG that, like, mimics, like, the flashiness of Persona without outright copying it. The mechanics are fascinating in this one. Like, for example, Gustav, the main character, has this thing called an overcharge, where every time he uses a skill, he builds up this overcharge super move. And then when you hit it, you can do a super powerful attack that will not only do a lot of damage, but break your opponent into a break status. And the one other draw to this is not only is it turn-based, you can also parry and dodge moves from your enemies. And if you time the parry at just the right time, you can do a counterattack that will do way more damage than any of your regular moves will. So Clair Obscur Expedition 33. It's on everything except the Nintendo consoles. Physical copies are extremely hard to find. If you see an alert about Amazon putting it on sale, get it. I'm only about 6 hours in. I think I'm looking at my game of the year. I'm dead serious. It's that good. I'm going to try and finish it before we do our podcast. And my second recommendation is a little anime called Sakamoto Days. Based on
Okay. I've only watched one episode, but I also second this recommendation.
Sakamoto Days is based on a Shonen Jump manga about a assassin he's a world famous assassin named Taro Sakamoto, who after becoming, he's like the most famous assassin because of how effective he is at his job. He one day finds a cute girl at a convenience store and quits being an assassin altogether and marries her. And
he falls in love like instantly.
Instantly. It's like, hi, how are you today? Is it everything for you, sir? That's it for him. And then he starts a family and then runs the convenience store with her. And her one condition for marriage to him was no more killing. No more secrets, no more killing. And this man fears nothing but his wife's wrath. Well,
duh.
And then he ends up the criminal underworld starts trying to bring him back to the fold or killing him. And this man has Kazuma Kiryu's combat riz almost. Like he does literally everything and anything he can to you that doesn't involve killing you. This man has stopped bullets with chopsticks. He can slice you up with a box cutter. He does literally anything and everything he can to take you down without hurting you or killing you. And it follows him and his employees that he comes to meet along the way, and they work together to subdue the other assassins and other wanted people that want to take them down.
It's funny because, like, in the first episode, this, like, young thug is trying to, like, is so confused because, like, Sakamoto's walking around and people are like, Mr. Sakamoto, can you help me? And Mr. Sakamoto just does it, and he's like, what is going on? Is this the same guy? But also, Sakamoto also is, like, he gained a lot of weight, but that's never, like, a joke. He still kicks ass. This man can still kill you. It doesn't matter if he's fat.
Yeah, well, they actually use the jokes like to support him because like he'll dodge like an attack by like moving like his extra chin, and he'll even use his extra chin in his attack.
It's hilarious, but I can't wait to watch the rest of it.
Yeah, there are only like 12 episodes, and it's on Netflix, and they release them weekly, so it's not a hard one to catch up with.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's gonna get a second season.
It will. It will.
Do you want to go next, or do you want me to go next?
Okay, I'll go next. My first recommendation is a game I've been hooked on for the past week or so. Donkey Kong Bonanza.
Oh, banana! I also support this one. This game is fantastic.
Yeah, like it's the first main 3D Donkey Kong platformer game since Donkey Kong 64 by Rare back in 1999.
And it's his first good one.
Oh, Jesus, John.
Woo, John, you're not pulling any punches, damn.
You never even played 64. What would you know?
I watched Dan and Bob from Giga Boots suffer through the one sitting stream. It did not look fun.
Okay, so Donkey Kong Bonanza, the story goes is that on Ignat Isle, a new element has been discovered called Banandium.
Banandium, yeah.
A.k.a. banana gems.
It's literally crystallized bananas.
Yeah. And Donkey Kong is, of course, excited as he heads to Ignat Isle, but suddenly all the bananas are stolen by a villainous group of cons who call themselves Voidco, a nefarious mining operation.
Capitalism's the villain again.
And as Donkey Kong drops into the sublayers, he discovers whole worlds laying us below the Earth's crust. And it's also there he meets a young girl by the name of Pauline who dreams of being a singer one day.
Potential Scribbler award winner.
And it turns out her singing powers can unlock new powers in DK called Bonanza, where it transforms into various forms to help him just punch and tear his way through the rock and the layers. Yes, as he do make their way to the planet's core to grant Pauline's wish of going home.
This game is so great. Like, you can break literally fucking anything. Like,
For those of you who don't know, originally Pauline was Mario's girlfriend, because that's who he was saving in Donkey Kong. She's returned to like the Nintendo franchise, and she's become a character again, which I really like. Yeah,
she became the mayor of New Donk City, and we haven't beaten it yet, but the prevailing theory is that this is a prequel to Mario Odyssey, because, like, why would Pauline name a city after her captor? Well, I'm guessing this is the real story, where it turns out, no, Donkey Kong was her savior. So she named the city after him because he saved her life. And I have had that Kong Bonanza transformation song stuck in my head. Well, I did until I listened to a bunch of Ozzy for the last several days.
I really also like the design of little Pauline. She's adorable.
She's so fucking adorable. I'm pushing hard for Scrimblow and also for the two of them to win Best Duo this year.
And your next one, Jet?
Oh shit, right, I'm doing two. So, my next recommendation is a comic I read years ago, Bone by Jeff Smith.
I also second this recommendation because I love Bone.
So, the best way to describe Bone is like, it's a cross between those Scrooge McDuck comics and Lord of the Rings.
That's a perfect way to describe it.
I remember reading these comics back when they were published in Disney Adventure magazine back when I was a kid, and the story goes is that three characters referred to as the Bone Cousins, Phony Bone, and Smiley Bone, after they get kicked out of Boneville because of one of Phony's scams, they find themselves in a medieval fantasy world where the people are at war with these giant rat creatures. So, yeah, it's all... I kind of like how the cartoony art style of the Bone Cousins clashes against the more detailed, realistic look of some of the human characters in this comic book. And it is, like, massive. Like, it saw publication in July of 1991, and the final chapter was released in June of 2004. So it's been going on for a long time, and it won on a lot of awards. Like, it won a lot of Eisner Awards. That's like
and they were
won
all deserved.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 Eisner Awards. Oh my god.
Deserved. All of it's deserved.
It's a shame though that this property has been cursed because it's been trying to get an animated adaptation off the ground forever, and it was it recently had one with Netflix that was getting off the ground, but then they axed it.
Yeah, that's why Netflix is like on my shit list.
But on the other hand, K-pop Demon Hunters.
Oh, that's true.
Oh yeah.
So I do have the complete like Bone collection. I have it in a big old omnibus, and I read it every once in a while just because it's so genuinely good. All right, so
if it's never going to get an adaptation, I'm going to have to at least read it.
So
yeah, definitely.
It is my turn. I finally saw Elio, and I do not understand why everyone's been so mean to this movie because I loved it. I saw it with my friend, and we both like teared up. It is so I relate to Elio, and I 100% believe that Elio is autistic because see what happens. Okay, spoilers. He loses both of his parents, and he's at the I think he's at one of the Smithsonian's, and he learns about Voyager 1 and the record they sent up to be like, hey, if there's any aliens, this is Earth, you know, whatever. And he becomes obsessed with it, and it's really hard for him to make friends. And he's being raised by his aunt, and guys, she's trying so hard. And, you know, one day, out of nowhere, he manages to actually contact aliens. He is sent to I'm trying to remember what it was called. It's the Communiverse. Yes, where a bunch of like aliens get together and they share their knowledge and everything. And he wants to be a part of it so badly, but a like warlord alien basically says, "Well, I'm going to destroy you guys because you won't let me join." So Elio says that he can have an emergency meeting with Lord Grygon, the warlord, and smooth things over. It doesn't work, but what happens, he comes across Grygon's son, Glorden, who's a baby, and I will protect them with my freaking life. So Glordon and Elio become friends, and he learns about, you know, the aliens and everything. Guys, I really like this film. I know it really sucks they took out the queer themes, but I think they made up for it for making the character, you know, an outcast, feeling like he doesn't fit in and everything. And it's just, it was so good. Also, Brad Garrett is in this. He voices Grygon, and I think this is one of his best performances because I'm not going to spoil it, but there's a really sweet scene between him and his son towards the end. Okay, now, you guys know me. I love puppets. I love puppet media, and I can't remember how I found out about this. I think someone might have suggested it to me. It's called Survival Street. So I'm going to describe it. Imagine if Sesame Street was set during a apocalypse caused by capitalism. It was written by James Asmus, Jim Festine, with illustrations by Abelay Kusanov. And dude, this really hit super close to home with just how the way things are right now. So what happens is companies are given political power and they shut down this show called Salutation Street, which is like Sesame Street. And in this world, puppets are like considered second-class citizens. So the puppets from Survival Street are trying to protect kids specifically. Like they start off by blowing up an auction of children. And again, it's really biting satire, and again, it really just hits in a specific way with the way things are going, like right now. So I highly recommend it. You can get it off Amazon, or you can order it off Bookshop, which I recommend because if you order books from Bookshop, they will allow you to donate money to a indie bookstore of your choice. But yeah, when I was reading it, I was sitting here and I'm like, oh my. It was written in 2023, and I'm like, did these guys like look into the future? Because it's political satire that hits really hard. Of course, it's overblown, but it's still really good.
I'm definitely gonna have to give that a look sometime.
Okay, so next week we have another guest. We have the amazing and awesome Prince Luffy joining us for Unicorn Wars.
Oh,
John, thank you so much for joining us.
No problem. Thank you for No problem. Thank you for having me again. Before we go, I was getting my media thread post ready for the episode, and I saw the cover of the VHS for Samson and Sally, and there's a quote on the bottom. Would you like to hear what the quote says?
Yeah.
From Video Ventures. My young viewers were riveted throughout the tape. Samson and Sally is a video you'll want to watch with your kids.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, no.
Having listened to what we had to say at the beginning of this episode, are we sure the Video Ventures watched the same thing?
I do not think they did. All right, we'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Oh no, what happened to my teeth? Uh-oh. I don't feel well.
Bye.
Hopsital.
Oh my god. Oh Jesus. Okay.